And of course, Eugene, Elon Musk's cost cutting is at the heart of all this. And Politico writes that his goal is exactly what Gabe just said, to demoralize and wear down federal employees. It quotes a GSA staffer saying the messages they keep receiving from Trump officials are akin to pointing a gun at people. That confusion and fear is the point. A second federal employee said, half my office was in tears on a recent afternoon. I mean, look, layoffs do happen at one time or another at almost every business. But beyond the question of legal or illegal here, does this feel particularly cruel?
Well, yes, it is, and I think the cruelty is the point. I think that's a feature, not a bug, of this buyout offer, and I would put that in air quotes because it is unclear whether it's real. Whether, clearly they don't have the authority to promise to pay anybody until September, given that there's no authorization for any agency to pay anybody that long. I mean, Congress is going to have to do another continuing resolution or something in order to fund the government for most of that period, so they don't have authorization to do this. But I think, it's to confuse, sow chaos, and demoralize federal workers, which is what they want to do. It's incomprehensible, but this is the idea, and they're doing a good job of that.
Yeah, I want to play what President Trump said about this morning, particularly as it relates to the slashing of USAID.
They gave money to all this out of U.S. aid, right? USAID. It came out hundreds of just tremendous amounts of money, had nothing to do with anything. This is a terrible thing that was experienced, but we're catching them left and right. We're catching them to a point where they don't know what the heck is going on. They can't believe they're getting caught.
I mean, can you speak about this ongoing narrative about civil servants being bad actors? I mean, Elon Musk called USAID evil. What did they get out of the demonization of this? What do you think, Gene?
Well, I think demonization is the idea. They, for some reason, and I can't understand it, picked AID as the kind of poster child for how awful federal employees are and how they're doing things that are somehow un-American. And the complete polar opposite, of course, is true. USAID is funding, is saving lives and helping people in desperate situations around the world, building goodwill for this country, and in that sense, aiding in the national defense. That's what they've been doing. I can't think of any less likely villains than the people at AID, and you would have thought that Musk maybe would be picking on like IRS or somebody that you could understand why he would go after. So I don't get the choice, but maybe it was to basically shoot Bambi, right? To pick an agency that is sympathetic, and if they can demonize them, they can demonize the whole federal workforce.